What is going on, peeps? Man, I tell you what, there's been a lot of activity going on. I pay attention to a lot of different areas when it comes to investments. I really do. But for some reason today, there's been about explosion on all fronts going on here. And there's some interesting things that are definitely developing. Now, today, earlier this morning, I covered a lot of people were bringing to my attention about the CBI price index for the stock exchange. I saw it. I'm aware of what it is. They did show me where go take a look at the value and how it changed. I have made a couple of videos on those. I encourage you guys to go check them out because it's kind of important. Let's hope that that's the real rate change. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to be very squeamish if it is. Okay. So anyways, let's get past that for now. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, we have Pimpy's investment chat. I will leave a link in the description. Please follow it. Inside our group, we talk about everything from the Iraqi dinar to the Vietnam dong, the Zim, the Thai baht. We got all kinds of things: gold, silver, cryptocurrency. So I encourage you guys to come join us. There's a lot of you guys that pay for Patreon, and I can just tell you this: a lot of the information that you're paying for in Patreon is being brought over to this group and posted for free. All right, so let me save you $5, $10, $20, $25. You can just come here for free and get the same information. Again, the link is in the description. All right, real quick, let's get into things. What's going on in Iraq? I like this. Okay, so here's what's going on. The Handle Group announced on Monday that it intends to launch a soft loans for entrepreneurs in Iraq, amounting up to $5 million. Okay, so these loans come within the initiative. Okay, so this group, what they're doing is they're giving out interest-free loans, and they want to support entrepreneurship in the fields of commercial, technology, industrial, and craftsmanship. So basically what this group is doing is they are allowing people to come in and apply for loans for up to $5 million interest free. I love this idea. I love this concept. This is exactly what we need in Iraq for them to start developing companies, get in there, start opening business so you can hire the Iraqi people, okay? Because they cannot continue to rely on their oil prices, especially after what the hell has been going on today. Okay, so let's get into that. So experts reveal the repercussions of the collapse of the U.S. crude price and oils. Well, in case you've been sleeping under a rock and you haven't heard today, the floor just gave out from underneath the oil prices and they fell. As a matter of fact, it actually went into negative territory. And what that means is simply this: we have so much oil here in the United States that we have to pay people to take it. That's what I'm talking about. The WTI, you guys can go ahead and look it up. Go into my videos. I just did a video on it. The WTI, which is a Texas-based oil company, they have so much that they can't store it. There's not enough room. There's so much oil out there now that they have a surplus, that they're actually paying people to take it. So whether or not, here's something to think about. Whether or not you're a Trump supporter, we all know that Trump has been wanting to go to the gold standard. But one of the things he's going to need to do, is deal with a collapsed economy. He's going to blame the Federal Reserves for this. But another thing he needs to do is to get away from those mechanisms that strengthen the U.S. dollar. Yes, I'm saying this. Strengthen the U.S. dollar. I know that sounds crazy, but Trump has made it perfectly clear that he wants to weaken the dollar. Well, one of those mechanisms is to just entirely get rid of the petrodollar. Now, there's a lot of people out there going, no way would the United States give up this much power. Well, yeah, Trump would. Because he realizes that the powers that be have been abusing this power for all the wrong reasons. So why wouldn't he get rid of one of the mechanisms that keep these corrupt cabals in power? Okay, anyways, so this article goes on to talk about what they plan to do about the Brent crude prices. So basically what's happened is, since oil is so now cheap, and at first I was thinking to myself, and I can't help but feel like Saudi Arabia and Russia created this war to try to find a way to bankrupt those fracking companies here in the United States and to hurt the United States because the United States has become the world's leading export in oil and energy. They have. But I also keep remembering the relationship that Trump has developed with Saudi Arabia and the one he has with Putin's. I don't feel like those two countries would, in any way, shape, or form, double-cross Trump. I have a feeling this is something that was planned. So, in order for Trump to do away and watch the death of the petrodollar, there's so much oil out there right now, they're giving it away. So which countries benefit from the most? Well, we know China does, but Trump ain't dealing with them. As a matter of fact, the rest of the world is pulling away from them. But who else benefits from this? India. India is just as big as China. Trump is trying to buddy up next to Modi over there. All right, so let's see what happens. This is a good gesture towards them, and they are negotiating a huge free trade agreement at the moment. So what a kind gesture this is to just tell him, hey, let us send you some oil for free. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, because there's a bigger picture taking place here. All right, so how does this affect Iraq? Well, obviously it hurts them, because why would I go to a country that I have to pay for oil when I could go to another country and get it for free? Do you see where I'm going with this? This is, again, I've been saying this for a while now, months now. Iraq has got to get away from relying so much on oil as their only base of income. They have to start developing companies in there. I can't help but feel this is another way for Trump to say, hey, put on your big boy chonies. Kick off those damn training wheels. You guys need to start doing something to develop your country. Okay? So anyways, I'll leave, as always, the links to these articles so you can come in here, read them, and then let me know what you think. Okay, so right over here. So, source for the Euphrates, ways to hold a session to give the confidence in Al-Kazami, booth Thursday and 48 hours. Okay, did you guys get that? No, I know you didn't. Anyways, basically what's saying is this. A political source said that it is likely that the parliament session will be held to give confidence to the cabinet of the Prime Minister designate Kazami next Thursday. Everything that I'm reading right now tells me that this guy is finally going to not only get in as PM, but he's going to also get in his government. I can't help but wonder if the parliament realizes this is their last chance. This is their last choice. They have no other options out after this. And if they want to try to keep any kind of power at all, they need to vote in a PM. That's because if they don't, and they turn this one down, then the president of Iraq has the constitutional power to do away with the parliament. I really think that's a better option, but let's just see what happens here. So anyways, there's a meeting that's going to happen on Thursday. They're going to go ahead and vote on whether or not Kazami is approved, and if his cabinet is approved or his government. So I'm going to, if I'm a betting man, I'm willing to bet they're going to go ahead and push this guy through just because they don't want to lose their power. Okay, so especially Iran doesn't want to lose the fact that they have the largest portion of the voting bloc and they have a lot of influence over a lot of these politicians. Now, how long that remains is hard to say. Okay, so Mohammed Saleh comes out today and he's commenting about the collapse of the oil prices. And he is just stating that the fact that the United States has taken two positions. One is they sell to a very handful of selected people, countries. And the other is when they are the buyers, they act like they're the only people in the world that should be able to buy oil. And he's feeling that this is somehow, some way, come back to haunt them. So he said the United States is one of the largest producers of oil in the world, with a production capacity of about 13 million barrels. I told you, once Trump got into office, everything changed. We are now the world's largest exporters of energy. Okay, so whether of shale or conventional oil, it is the kingdom of the Saudi Arabia that is flooding the market with approximately 12 million barrels per day. Now, we know that Russia and the Saudi Arabias agreed to reduce their productivity of oil by about 9 million barrels per day. But I also couldn't help but feel like this war was either one of two ways. Either they put this war together to help hurt the United States, but I can't help now thinking that Trump might have been behind that. Might have been. Okay, it might have been. Or that they wanted to continue their monopoly on oil distribution by go ahead and bankrupting a lot of these fracking companies here in the United States. Only time will tell. So it's saying here that the Prime Minister Salih had said, it is two chances of victory. The first, that the low demand of global oil, which is 30% less than the current supply. Well, yeah, right now the entire world is on lockdown. I mean, just call this common sense. So if nobody is able to drive, companies aren't able to work, people aren't flying, who the hell is using oil? Think about that. Seriously. Remember I was telling you there's opportunities in which we could benefit from what's going on with the Wuhan virus, the coronavirus, where there's an opportunity that we see a crash in what's going on, where there's an opportunity for the fact that there's nobody able to leave their house. Man, there's companies in Vegas you should be looking into, especially when it comes to the MGM resorts. They have a huge monopoly on what's going on over there. Okay, so it's not just one, there's many. Right now is a great opportunity. I believe their stock is down 42%. It's not going to stay there. You're about to see one of the largest spikes ever in a stock. You don't think that when people are finally allowed to get the hell out of the house, that none of us, and trust me, I'm thinking it, because it's what I want to do. Majority of us are thinking, let's go to Vegas and party our ass off. All right, that's what we want to do as a way to let loose. After all this, being tied up we just need to get away. So anyways, again, I leave a link to all these articles and I will encourage you guys to come read them. So the price of U.S. crude oil has collapsed by more than 306%. And it amounts to minus $37. Okay, you guys. So again, I got to say it, there's an opportunity in which you should be buying on the dip. And I don't know how much more this could dip. Oil futures are so low right now, it's not even funny. We're about to see one of the largest transformations of wealth ever. Really, we are. Because where we are right now with oil, poor people can invest in it and make out like bandits in the end. All right, so start looking into that. Start asking questions. Okay, also when it comes to mutual funds, I mentioned this before, but mutual funds that I'm looking into, any mutual funds that's dealing with the development of all those countries around the South China Sea, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, Singapore, all those countries over there. If you can find a mutual fund that covers all those, you want to jump on them. Long term, you're looking 5, 10, 15 years down the road. I'm looking for some serious returns on investing in that. But not just that, if you want to look short-term, start looking into the MGM resorts as a short-term grab and buy, as well as a WTI oil. It already has recouped some of its loss. So it went from being negative to now up to $2. Had you jumped on this when it was around, I don't know, $1, you could have doubled your money. Okay, so anyways, you guys, I just wanted to share what's going on out there. It is a crazy, crazy day, and it is a crazy everywhere. Earlier today, I was showing you not only was the Dow futures being hit, so was cryptocurrencies. Let me show you what is happening. Has it changed at all once the markets close? Maybe, maybe not. Well, look, already futures are up. Futures are up on the stock market, which means most likely you see gold and silver dropping. So yeah, look, already cryptocurrencies are rebounding. Okay, I told you what was going on with XLM. If you didn't catch that video, I encourage you to go back to do so. Already we're seeing a rebound on cryptocurrencies. This is good, a rebound on futures, which means, yes, as I anticipated, a drop in gold and silver. Why is that, Pimpy? Because you guys been hearing for a long time that Bitcoin is the next gold. No, it's not. It's responding to the markets. I showed you guys when this was dropping up here, this was dropping as well. Now that we see it's recouping, so are our cryptocurrencies. This is not good, but look how gold and silver respond. I want them to drive the value of gold and silver way down, but I also want to be able to have access to it and buy it, all right? Anyways, let's get off that. Let me know what you think about our boy Al Kazami coming in there and becoming PM. Do you guys think it's going to happen? If you think so, hit the like button and leave a comment. Is Al-Khazami and his government going to be voted into office? I think so. Okay? All right. Talk to you later.